Hi everyone, this is Jason Callear. This is Live in the Living Room.
Listen to the saddest song till you feel okay. There's a place where everybody's love went wrong. Everybody's moving on, or just not today. If you wanna go, the doors are open, but you gotta know. But you gotta know. Did you think about him all night, standing in your bedroom, missing how they held you, acting like you're alright, hit you when you close your eyes. Whoa, we're better together. If you're lost and alone, we found you a home. Welcome to the Broken Hearts Club. Well, if this is the hope that you wanna hear, if it draws your focus from your biggest fear, now you're moving on with a mind that's clear and open, then your heart's not broken. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did you think about him all night, standing in your bedroom, missing how they held you, acting like you're alright, hit you when you close your eyes. Whoa, we're better together. If you're lost and alone, we found you a home. Welcome to the Broken Hearts Club. Broken Hearts Club.
Welcome back to episode 22 of Live in the Living Room. I'm Dom from Country Chat with Dom. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and click on the bell just so you don't miss any of the shows coming up in the future. There's going to be so many great shows, particularly with our Live in the Living Room Gives Back event coming up. Now, kicking us off today was Two Ways Home with their track Broken Hearts Club. Be sure to give them a follow on their social media handles, which are just below. Now, coming up next is the amazing Adam Brucass with Forever.
Baby, lay your pretty head on my shoulder.
Baby, lay your head down, take your time. We got forever, we've got all night. All night.
That was Adam Brucass with his track Forever. Really, really cool. Be sure to give him a follow on his socials, which are just below. Now, coming up next is the sensational Allie Marie Hunter with her song Hair of the Dog.
Standing there across the bar, you're looking at me like a loaded gun. We both knew this day would come. Guess I thought I'd have the strength to run. And I know you're bad for me, and this won't be easy. And in the morning I'll get over you. For tonight, get me through. I need the hair of the dog, just one little shot to get me on track, to not coming back. One more taste to forget your face. It's all that I need before I can leave. Stereo on, my favorite song. My hands are shaking, but it won't be long until we both get that fix. And it doesn't matter if there's a risk. And I know you're bad for me, and this won't be easy. And in the morning I'll get over you. For tonight, get me through. I need the hair of the dog, just one little shot to get me on track, to not coming back. One more taste to forget your face. It's all that I need. And I'd rather be high on the whiskey blues than go one more day not loving you. So forget the past, and just for tonight, let's pretend we know how to love each other right. In the morning I'll get over you. For tonight, get me through. I need the hair of the dog, just one little shot to get me on track, to not coming back. One more taste to forget your face. It's all that I need before I can leave. Hair of the dog, just one little shot, one forget me not, just one more. Hair of the dog.
That was Allie Marie Hunter with her song Hair of the Dog. Make sure you are following Allie on all of her socials, which are just below. So yes, you're tuned into Live in the Living Room with me, Dom, your host. Make sure you keep up to date with all the amazing performances from great artists we have here on Live in the Living Room. like and follow the pages. It all certainly does help. Now, coming up next here is our Ones to Watch segment, where we talk about 4 acts that we think really have potential and that you should check out. So here we go. Our first Ones to Watch is the superb Kingdon Oakes. Now, he is such a fantastic artist, and here he is with his track, Nashville.
Falling out the bar at 2 a.m. Ears still ringing from the whiskey jam. I swear that I'm sober, but I'm looking for a shoulder to keep the world upright. Where you from? Where you been? Buy another shot for my new best friend. Winners and losers can all shine bright in the glow of the red door light. 'Cause it's your land, my land. Know it like the back of my hand. Grew up strong in a small town. Started chasing dreams, couldn't slow down. So I'm singing, 6th string, telling you the stories I believe in. 'Cause a dreamer's gonna dream when no one else will. Yeah, that's Nashville. He said, hey man, we should write sometime. About at 10 a.m. on the 29th. I got a bright idea about a diamond sky in the 615. 'Cause it's your land, my land. Know it like the back of my hand. Grew up strong in a small town. Started chasing dreams, couldn't slow down. So I'm singing, 6th stringing, telling you the stories I believe in. 'Cause a dreamer's gonna dream when no one else will. Yeah, that's Nashville. Where you're slinging drinks, breaking strings, doing what you can to make ends meet. Never forget, as crazy as it seems, that it's your land, my land. Know it like the back of my hand. Grew up strong in a small town. Started chasing dreams, couldn't slow down. So I'm singing, 6th stringing, telling you the stories I believe in. 'Cause a dreamer's gonna dream when no one else will. Yeah, that's right, it's enough play, give and take. Find another hand to shake, can't stand still. Always all in, thick of them, room for all of us to win. Yeah, that's Nashville. That's Nashville. That's Nashville.
Absolutely fantastic performance there from Kingdon. Just certainly one to watch, one that I've never managed to speak to yet on my show at Country Chat with Dom. Looking forward to getting to know more about Kingdon in the very near future, and I suggest you do too. Be sure to give him a follow. Now, next up, we have the amazing Harriet Rose. Now, you might have seen her before, absolutely killing it at the previous Gives Back events, and here she is with her track, Small Town Chains.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Don't give up the day job, love.
Grow up in a
Harriet Rose with Small Town Chains here on Live in the Living Room's ones to watch. Absolutely superb artist, so down to earth, and she's just so normal. It is so wonderful to have her here on Live in the Living Room and at our previous Gives Back events. Such a wonderful artist. Be sure to give her a follow as well on her socials. Now, next up we have the sensational Arbor North. Now, here they are with their track, You, Me and Jesus.
Wipe your tears, take a breath. Lay your head on my chest. Let me hold you through the night.
Yeah, the world can bring us down, but I still believe somehow it's all gonna be alright. Come what may, the highs, the lows. Well, this life will be hard, but you and me won't. When the waters rise and we face the fire, we'll rest in our foundation, hand in hand, on our knees, nothing between us, you, me, and Jesus.
Oh, we'll have a few fights.
Who's wrong and who's right? But I want you to know,
At the end of the day,
I'm always here to stay. No, you'll never be alone. Come what may, the highs, the lows. Well, this life will be hard, but you and me won't. When the waters rise and we face the fire, we'll rest in our foundation, hand in hand, on our knees, nothing between us, you, me, and Jesus.
come what may, the highs, the lows. Well, this life will be hard, but you and me won't. Oh, when it's time to say goodbye, we'll rest in our foundation, hand in hand, on our knees, nothing between us. 'Cause in the end, even death could only lead us to you, me, and Jesus.
Another brilliant artist on our ones to watch here on Live in the Living Room. So good. Be sure to give Arbor North a follow on their socials. Again, their links are always just below. Now, our final one to watch is the awesome Eddie Smith. And he's so talented. He really is amazing. Particularly at our last Live in the Living Room Gives Back event. It really did take away the house. Now, here he is with his track, The Good Times.
Hey, face no more. I don't even recognize my old front door. Well, I roamed these streets 1,000 times. Somehow I feel I've never been here before. Someone come and die. Hey, hey, hey. Where did those good times go now? Hey, hey, hey. Lord, I need to know now. Hey, hey, hey. Where did those good times go? Oh, now tell me, Lord, come on. Oh, I need to know where those good times go. Turn me now, tell me, turn me now, tell me, turn me now, tell me, tell me, tell me now, Lord. Tell me now, tell me, turn me now, tell me. Oh. Wanna tell me, please? Wanna tell me, please? Down on my knees, begging to please. Oh Lord, I need to know. Wanna tell me where those good times go now? Wanna tell me, please? On my knees, yeah, Lord, I need to know. Wanna tell me where those good times have gone now, 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 now. Na 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 na, na 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 na, na na na, na 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 na, yeah, where those good times go.
Make sure you are following all of the acts in our Once to Watch feature on their socials. The handles were mentioned during the segment, so go ahead and show them some social media love. Harriet Rose, Eddie Smith absolutely killed it at the last Live in the Living Room Gives Back event. Make sure you get tickets for our next event. Tickets you can get from here, and they are selling out fast, so be sure to get hold of one sooner rather than later. Now, coming up next is the fantastic Graeme Campbell with his track Sacramento.
Was never the one that I wanted to be. My dreams stuck up high in a burnt out tree. Could find any reason to quit my believing, hoping an angel would come find me. No, Sacramento, won't you tell me what I need? I can feel this bursting sun on my face and everything. Screwed up my eyes and I tried again. Great big sky and an empty mind. Tracing the steps of my old life. And oh, Sacramento, won't you tell me what I need? I can feel this busting, feel it busting till I bleed. Oh, Sacramento, won't you make this feeling last? Telling stories like I never had a past. Oh, Sacramento, won't you tell me what I need? I can feel this busting, feel it busting till I bleed. Oh, Sacramento, won't you make this feeling last? Telling stories like I never had a past.
Make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe.
That was Graeme Campbell here on Live in the Living Room. He's such a really cool artist with a great voice as well, so make sure you check him out on socials, which are just below, so you can see what he's up to. Now we have the amazing Linda Conway from Voice of a Woman with What's On This Month.
Hello, Live in the Living Room. Hello, country music lovers. And hello, gig lovers. My name is Linda, aka Voice of a Woman, supporting grassroots artists in the UK, and I can't imagine anything better to do. First off, in this, merch I am representing is Harriet Rose, a local date in Barnsley, her hometown, the Birdwell venue, on the 28th of October. Then the amazing Belle Velvet, who is just a young country artist with one of the most brilliant voices for her age. She's really, really, really stunning and just so mature when it comes to the music and the songwriting. And she's bringing out a new EP, and she's having an EP launch in the 45 Vinyl Cafe in York on the 28th of October. Supporting her at that will be Georgia Barker and Crossfire Heart. Definitely be there. Definitely. Oh, I wish I could be there. I really would be at all of these. I would never be in if I lived in the UK. Anyway, then we have the Lady in a Day tour with the fantastic Simeon Hammond Dallas supporting. You can't get any better than that. She's got a fantastic voice. In fact, Lady in a Day is amazing as well. So they're on tour on October 20th in Bristol and October 22nd in Totnes. So you can go to their various socials and check out dates and get ticket links for all these tours. Now, one of the UK country queens, Jade Helliwell, is going on tour and supporting her Woman I Am EP, which is that is going to set things alight. It's going to be an amazing tour. I hope to get to one of those dates. And also supporting her is the fantastic and amazing Emilia Quinn. So that's going to be a night and a half. And also in each of the specific tour dates, she's going to have a different support act from the local area, and that's going to be amazing. There's going to be 3 female UK acts, I would assume. I'm just assuming it's female because it's the Woman I Am tour, so I'm just getting that out there. Voice of a Woman, Woman I Am tour, just all fits, it's great. Then, ladies and gentlemen, this is the USA contingent of live music. Country Music Week is coming to London, Manchester, Glasgow, Bristol, and probably more that I've actually forgotten in this script. But it's amazing what's coming. There is Caitlin Smith, Tennille Towns, Elvis Shane and Matt Steele, and the Song Suffragettes, all female lineup, consisting of, if I remember rightly, Twinny, Robin Ottolini, Carter Faith, and there's one more. Oh, Kaylee Shore. So that is going to be a night not to be missed. And there is just some amazing talent. So the 17th of October to the 23rd of October, check out the C2C website for more details on that. Ellery Angharad is on the 21st of October in the Foundry Brecon. And also, Miss Rachel Selleck, along with Follow Your Arrow, is doing a Hidden Lyrics Writers Round in a cappella studios in Wales with Ellery Angharad, Laura Evans, Gareth Lewis, Bob Fitzgerald, Rebecca Hum, and Jake Whaler. Now that is some serious what's on. There is just such an amazing live scene at the minute, so go and support when you can. And also, I know there's no date specifically, but every month, Toby's Home have the roundup in St Martin's the Crypt, just near Trafalgar Square in London. So that's every month, so just check on the website for details. And also the fantastic Gasoline and Matches in Birmingham, Nashville Sounds in the Round, with another stunning songwriters round. So there's so much live music. Go and support them, go and check out all their socials, and hope and you'll find something, and I know you will find something you love, because I would go to all of those, because it's amazing, and the UK scene is amazing. So I will talk to you again this time next month with some more What's On in the UK, and also whatever USA artists are coming over. So do get in touch, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye for now.
That was Linda Conway from Voice of a Woman with What's On this month. Make sure you check out all those country gigs if you can, and make sure you give Voice of a Woman and Linda Conway a follow on all of her socials. Her handles are just below. Now, next up is one of my favourite parts of the show. It's where I had the chat with the most amazing duo that there is, Chantel and Chris. They're from The Rising, but first, here they are with their track, You Will Mind.
Or rather yours after dark. Already know there's a spark. It's just you and me in an attic room, trying not to get lost in the mood. Got tangled up in your sheets, David Gray playing on repeat, and this lightning running through my veins. And you and me were like paper planes. I don't want you to see I fall easily. How was I to know I'd have to let you go? If I had the chance, then I wouldn't wanna go back, 'cause it ruined everything we had, yeah, yeah. When you were mine, and it's such a shame, babe. Everything ain't the same, but I'll be the one to take the blame. It was kind of fun, but loving you was like a game for one. You were only just in it for yourself, didn't care about no one else. Tell me I'm wrong, 'cause now I see I fell too easily, and I got something to say. I never loved you anyway. So if I had the chance, then I wouldn't wanna go back, 'cause everything we had, yeah. When you were mine, and it's such a shame, babe. Everything ain't the same, but I'll be the one to take the blame for when you were mine, mine. you are mine, mine, mine. If I had the chance, then I wouldn't want to go back, 'cause it ruined everything we had when you were mine. And it's such a shame, babe, everything ain't the same, but I'll be the one to take the blame when you were mine, 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 yeah, you were.
Hi guys,
All right.
how are you both doing? It feels like ages since we've actually sat down and actually had a chat in forever.
Mad, isn't it?
I can't even remember the last time it was. Wasn't it
Yeah.
COVID during that pandemic? Oh, jeez.
Time is just kind of
Running away.
time
That
is no longer a thing. No one knows when it is.
It's that wee pandemic that it seems like it was years ago, but it was only last year that
know,
we
it's
really came out of
scary.
lockdown.
So
Scary,
scary.
isn't it? Yeah. And because
How-
we have been in 2 locations as well, both
Yeah,
lockdowns
Leamington
ended
and Belfast. It's like, what?
because they ended differently. Because we went back and forth actually to England during that period as
Yeah.
well. After, and then it was like
No.
'cause Northern Ireland was still really badly locked down.
Mhm.
Yeah.
England was like grand.
Opening.
So it was like weird.
Very weird.
It's insane. I mean, I've loved listening to your music that you've been releasing throughout the whole pandemic, and then afterwards, you've just been bringing so much great music. I'm still in awe of you two. I really, really am. I just love your sound. I love your technical abilities. I mean, Chris, you're a wizard. You are
He really is. He's a god when it comes to like guitar playing, and then like the way he can just like manipulate a song. It's like watching someone do like pottery and painting. He just knows exactly where everything has to go, and then he'll like bring it back and then bring it forward again, and you're like, what happened? I didn't believe when it was sounding like that. And he's amazing. I'll blow smoke, it's fine.
I'll give £20 notes later. For
Yeah,
that one,
thanks.
Yeah.
Now, we've just had When You Were Mine, just
Mhm.
played here on Live in the Living Room. And I've got to say, I just love, like I mentioned a second ago, I love your music and I love the way that you guys sound. Now, When You Were Mine, where did that even come from? Like, where did that even start from?
Yeah, that was a weird one because there's actually 2 different versions of that song. It started off as actually a ballad.
Yeah.
So, it was one of those ones, I think you had brought the idea in.
Yeah, I'd brought this idea of like the chord sequence and the like lyrical kind of content of like I want to portray a story that doesn't show off that idea of perfect relationship and perfect friendship and that we went our separate ways and that's the end of it. I wanted to show that side of things where it's like, actually, I love you and you're my friend, but I don't think this is going to work that way. So I like that like different compromise when it came to lyrics. And I thought it would be nice as a ballad, but Chris had different ideas.
Yeah, we started recording as a ballad. We were like, it was practically finished. And
Yeah.
then we kind of decided, it's all right. It was like,
Yeah, it didn't jump at
Yeah,
me.
it's like-
yeah.
yeah,
I
it's
think
like,
we both kind of
yeah.
sat in here and we were like, we've done this before
Yeah.
100 times.
Yeah.
And I think that's when Chris was like, give me 3 days. And I was like, sweet. So I didn't talk to Chris for 3 days. He didn't talk to me. Complete separation. And it was like, okay, came back on the 3rd day and it was this whole new
Yeah.
rock sound. And it was so intense. And I was like, whoa. And
Yeah.
I had to like redo the vocal, but I loved it. I was like reliving my like I don't even know if anybody remembers, but those like, pre-Disney Channel days where everything was like so rock, like Hannah Montana and everything
Yeah.
like that. I was like, this is the life. I need to be here right now. This is what I needed. And he just, because he used to be in a rock band.
Yeah.
So that's where it kind of came from, stemmed from.
Yeah. But it
I
was
mean-
really strange. It was very strange. 2 different versions of the same song.
I know.
Yeah.
The way that you've just been describing it there just shows exactly why we do music or are involved with music. Is that look at you smile, just the thought of seeing this thing that you thought was that's okay, you can do better, to then having this amazing masterpiece. As we've already rightly described you as a god, Chris. I mean, come on.
Oh, dear.
You've turned something so good into this something amazing. Absolutely well done.
Yeah, I don't
Well
know,
done.
but it is the two of us. We're very sort of collaborative. Sort of
Yeah.
in
Well-
how we work.
well, yeah.
It's like, because it was like thing. 'Cause there's a lot of our songs have kind of went that way, where it's like it started as this one thing, and we've taken it in a totally different way.
Yeah.
And that's basically just
Yeah, and
just down to just letting the song guide. Whatever
yeah,
it's gonna
and
go.
we've been doing a lot more. Like I've been getting involved a lot more in the technical aspect. So I've been watching Chris for what? How long have we been in the Rising? Like 5 years.
Yeah.
So I've been watching him for like 5-6 years, like doing vocals and editing and all the rest of it. And I obviously got my degree in audio production and music. And I was like, okay, can I have a chance? And he was like, yeah, sure, sweet, go on ahead. I might not use it. Yeah, but he was
Totally
like, yeah,
blunt
go
and
on ahead.
honest.
Oh yeah, for sure. But he gave me tips. He let me do my own thing, and there is a verse of that song that I comped together myself. So that's really cool.
It's your
My
own little
gem.
hidden nugget.
Yeah, no one would know. That's great.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
just for the fact that you kind of let go of the reins a bit, Chris, there, just say, oh, go on,
Yeah.
then. Here you go. I'm still going to change it anyhow, but here you go.
Oh dear.
Oh,
No,
he's such a
that's what it's about.
perfectionist.
That's what it's all about. It's about being, just because we're both in it together, so you have to kind of, we're both equal as part of it,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Now, we was talking just beforehand about, just about live, having a quick little catch up.
Yeah.
And, we've been talking about like what you've been doing because we've all been so busy because we've all got a million things going on at once. Now, what is going on in the world of the Rising?
It's an ever evolving thing, really. Well, music is at the center of it. We're always writing, so we're still, because we made a little pact right at the start of this whole thing where we said, no matter what happens, we will get together once a week, every week, and write just
Something.
a whole day of writing. So we kept that up. So that's been our goal. We've got like 30-40 songs, parts of songs,
Like a jigsaw puzzle.
full songs. So yeah, so we put out a Kickstarter campaign, and we were fortunate enough to get loads of people to help us out.
Contributing,
And that is to make we're going to make a full-length album.
It's coming.
So
It'll
that's
be
a
here.
big one.
Yeah. So we've got and we've got a little, because obviously the album takes a little bit longer to kind of manipulate, create, and basically make sure that it's the best it can be. So what we're going to do is we're going to release an EP called the Ugly Cable Sessions EP, as named by our live stream group. So yeah, we're going to release that, and there's a cover on it, a couple of covers,
Yeah.
and then a couple of songs that we don't know if they'll be on the album, because they're not jumper songs for an album, but I think they're jumper songs enough for us to be like, well, actually these are still great songs, and we'll stick them with 2 covers or 3 covers or whatever it may be.
What kind of like time frame are we looking at then for both the EP or even potentially the album? Is there kind of like a penciled in kind of like date?
Well, basically the album, we basically had it done. We had it all ready to go.
Yeah.
And then we kind of like
Everything changed.
Yeah, we had these couple of songs that were like, you want to stick these on? So then we done that, and then that went, we've got these other ones too. So we ended up swinging back around the drum board.
Yeah.
But yeah, so probably we were originally hoping to have it out sort of just before Christmas. But still might be the thing.
Still might be.
But the problem is we are releasing the album on like a vinyl box set.
There's such a backlog.
Yeah, so there's like a 6
Unreal.
months delay
Yeah.
on manufacturing.
Yeah.
So what it will basically be is like a vinyl box set. So it'll be the vinyl with like the CD included and like a fold out poster booklet thing, where it'll be the like lyrics, the story of the album, pictures, and all that kind of stuff.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But the EP will definitely be out before Christmas.
Yeah.
That is amazing. I mean, I remember talking on the podcast, and one of the things I've always loved is the artwork that you guys have for each of your, your singles, and the fact that you like to hide the little TR, logo for the Rising within the artwork. Are you still carrying that on? Is that going to be within the artwork and the?
Yeah, we still carry that on. I think that's one of the things that I'm not going to call them fans. They're not our fans. They're our friends. They like to kind of jump in and go, I found it first. No, I found it first. It's really interesting. But it was actually like Chris is not many people know, but Chris has a background in like art and animation. And so Chris takes on his own little doodles and graphic designs and does his own thing. And it's really interesting to get both of our ideas incorporated, because we don't want to be one of those groups that just stick our face on it and go, there's us. I hope you like it. Because the music's a bit more than that. Do you know what I mean? Like, we want to portray a message of some description.
It does remind me of when you buy, vinyls from the 70s and 80s, where they were made. So they were like collectors, every single vinyl, it wasn't just a picture of a face. It was this exquisite thing that had all the pullouts and all the little intricate details. A lot of them were either embossed or, there was fine little things, and they were collectors. They were collectible items. And I love how you're carrying that on. I love it.
Yeah, well, I think that's key today, especially today. Because everyone's like more streaming music, not as many are buying music. So we're sort of, well, I believe and think we've kind of both believe it as well. That if people are going to buy music, they want to invest in a collection, something to collect.
Yeah.
So that's why we feel artwork and having a booklet and stuff in there.
It's not like something that you could stick on your wall. Do you know what I mean?
See, for me personally, I love having both. I love having, a physical copy, so such as a vinyl, and actually taking it out of the sleeve and feeling it and putting it onto the table, and then putting the needle on, just all the little intricate little feels that you get. But then I also love the, the accessibility of streaming, how easy it is to just pick up your phone and it's there. Most of the times I still buy the music, whether it's through Apple Music or other, buying platforms.
Yeah.
But it's just I love the two. You've got the actual physicality and then the accessibility.
I mean, I think today, today, like brand new information, was that we got 200,000 streams on Bruise You Left. And yeah, exactly. That was my reaction to. But like, I mean, if we hadn't have put it on Spotify and streaming hadn't been so captivating and people were listening to their music all the time, like we would not have got 200,000 people to listen to that song. And it's incredible to even say it. I'm like, I keep saying it's just 200, and Chris is like, 1,000. There's always 1,000. I'm like, I know, it's so scary. But streaming is, it's incredible, like to see how many people can actually captivate and find new artists and new music.
Especially when you go into the analytics of Spotify, you can actually see where people are listening from.
Yeah.
So like see places.
The fact that one of our biggest places is like Germany and Hong Kong, it's like so interesting.
Really? Yeah. Where's the kind of like most obscure place then that you've found?
Papua New Guinea.
Oh.
Yeah. For Highway to the Lost and Found, actually, which was interesting. Like, we found Papua New Guinea was like the #1 place. I was like, okay.
And I mean, Australia as well.
Australia is pretty big for that one too. Yeah.
Are you gonna do a down under tour then?
Oh, I'd love to do that.
I would love to.
Apart from all the wildlife down there.
Chris isn't a big spider fan, so it wouldn't be very fun.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the only thing that really puts me off. I mean, I'd love to go. I'd go in a heartbeat. But it's the idea of all the little no,
it's gross.
The hairs are raising just even thinking about it. Oh, but absolutely sensational work. I mean, 200,000. It's got to be applauded, and it doesn't surprise me though because of how talented you guys are. It really doesn't, because I've always loved everything about you, how approachable you are, how relatable you both are as well, and you make music accessible for everybody, and everybody loves you for it. And thank you so much for what you do for particularly us here in the UK and the UK country scene.
That's all we can hope for. That's amazing. That's as much as you want people to hear it. As long as someone somewhere connects something to something in our lyrics, then that's all you can ask for.
Yeah.
Now, it's been an absolute honor and pleasure to be able to chat with you again. Where can we find you on social media? Where can we find you website-wise?
Well, the easiest way is probably the website, because that's basically linked to everything, really. And it's basically just therisingmusic.com.
Yeah.
And most of our socials are also at The Rising Music.
Yeah, we have TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for coming on Live in the Living Room. It has been a pleasure chatting with you both.
Thank you for
Hey,
having us.
thanks for having me.
Enjoy.
That was a conversation with the wonderful The Rising. If you haven't had a chance to give The Rising a follow on their socials yet, now is your chance. The handles are just below. Such great guys, they really, really are. So down to earth. Now, next up is our final advice video for the show. Here is Jackson Lake on how to write a melody. Now, we'd just like to thank all of the acts that have submitted their advice videos in the past. It's been really cool watching them give all this great information out, and it's been great just watching them as well, seeing the advice that's given. It's just been so inspiring, really. Now, if you'd like to check out all the previous advice videos, then head on over to the YouTube channel and watch all the previous episodes of Live in the Living Room. So, coming up now, Jackson Lake with How to Write a Melody.
Hi, Jackson Lake here. So, writing melodies. It's different for everybody, I think. Probably something that I do. I tend to just sit around just playing some chords and just have a little hum or a whistle or... Some things fit and some things won't fit. I think, you know, most of my songs come from just singing some nonsense, really, you know, over the top before the lyrics come, and then just see if the lyrics fit to the structure you've put together. For instance. Eventually will become never hitched a ride down an old dusty road, never chased the sun across the open plain. I've seen the mist out on the wild and windy moor, even though that's not the same. And just see where it takes. I mean, there's others. I think, you know, there are only so many chords, and you can sing unlimited amounts of melodies over that. I think, you know, as many people have proven. I mean, a lot of my songs revolve around the same chords, maybe not in the same order, but you know, you can always. Some kind of nonsense over the top of these chords. But eventually it'll turn into a song. But then come the lyrics. Once you put the lyrics of it, then you know you've got a song. Okay, guys, I hope that's been helpful.
That was the awesome Jackson Lake with his advice video on how to write a melody. Jackson's handles are just below, so give him a follow and you'll be up to date with all of his upcoming shows, his music, everything involved with Jackson Lake. Just such a great guy. Now, he's going to be at the next Live in the Living Room Gives Back event at the Bedford Pub on Sunday the 6th of November, and tickets are going fast. We mentioned it earlier in the show. Be sure to head on back to that website link and get your tickets sooner rather than later. You're going to miss out on a fantastic lineup. We've been posting all of our socials. Be sure to follow Live in the Living Room on our handles. They are just below. and that's where you can find more information about who's performing, where we're going to be, the times for everything, and where to get tickets if you haven't clicked on the links yet. Get yourself on there now. It's going to be a great show. Now, next up here on Live in the Living Room is the spectacular Jason Callear with his song, Brother.
On the fields, my friend, my brother. Rest your cold brow upon my shoulder. I follow, beseech you, and jump in your shadow. Closer you get to the edge, I will beckon you down. See you on the fields, brother. From the reds, the smoke and the slaughter, cut down and bear the stench in the water. Fire through the mist from a cold broken shoulder. 6 nights in the hole, ain't no hell gonna break us down. I'll see you on the fields, my friend, my brother. Rest your cold brow upon my shoulder. Follow, beseech you, and jump in your shadow. Closer you get to the edge, I will beckon you down.
That was the amazing Jason Callear with his song Brother here on Live in the Living Room. If you want to find out more about Jason, check out his socials via the handles which are just below. So cool, he's really such a cool guy. Now you might be able to see Jason at our future events, so you know where to find us. Next up is the most amazing, Mr. Awesome himself, Mr. Paul Adams, with our new releases.
Hey everybody, it's Mr. Paul Adams, and it's now time to check out all those brand new releases that were, that are, and that shall be. First up, I got Jenny Colquitt and David Gorst with their version of Kate Bush's Running Up That Hill. Jackson Lake with a dual release of the EP Not Everything Needs a Reason and its single Circus. We got a new EP from Essex County called New EP. And we got the single Sundown from Chloe Jones. Shayna G is there with her Lost and Found EP. And some bloke called Mr. Paul Adams with his Lean On In and 47 singles. I know it's a shameless plug, but I've made my peace with it. Coming up in October, we've got the brand new single from Steve Hewitt, which is Fly, and the Woman EP is coming from Jade Helliwell. Roisin O'Hagan will be releasing Dream State, her brand new EP, and who you're trying to find is the brand new single from Troy Castellano. Lisa T is coming up with her Best Kept Secret, and Scott Haley Band are taking care of that Hillbilly Shuffle. Kezia Gill will be bringing her new single Like I Did Before, and the Words and Melody EP from Belle Velvet. So there we go, there were all the brand new releases that were, that are, and that shall be, and I will see you in the next one. But before that, we're going to hand back over to the face of Live in the Living Room, and what a beautiful face that is. It's over to Dom.
That was the amazing Mr. Paul Adams with our new releases. Make sure you check out all the new releases and get some new music in your life. Make sure you check out Paul as well. He's an amazing musician, and he's also done a great job editing this episode together. He's just such a great, talented guy. Be sure to give Paul a follow on his socials. They are just below. Now, next up on Live in the Living Room is the superb Brother Maven from Nashville with their song Fall Alone.
If you run out of gas, just call me. We're at the bar running up the tab. Girl, you know it's on me. Whenever you need a kiss, a memory on them lips, baby, sign me up for this. You know the taste of it makes me crazy. When you need someone to dance, I won't leave you standing there alone. If you wanna fall, go ahead and take my hand, baby. I'll go all the way down, wherever you're landing. Be there with you when you finally understand that. Got yourself a man who loves your heart and soul. No, I won't let you fall.
Nice call.
Well, I was fooling myself, thinking nobody else could ever come between us. I had calloused hands from making.
That was Brother Maven performing their song Fall Alone. Simply incredible. If you aren't following Brother Maven on their socials yet, why not? Come on, why not? Their links are just below. Thanks to all the acts for performing in this episode, and thank you so much for tuning in. It really does make the difference. All those views, all those shares, all those likes really do mean a lot to all of us here at Live in the Living Room. For me, Dom, and for James and Rachel, who are also behind the scenes, putting all their efforts into making this show a success. It really is about the artists though, so if you're not following the artists, why not? We've given you the handles. Check them out. If you really do like their music, go on over to Apple Music, Google Play, wherever you get your music from, or to their website and purchase the music, because the music money goes directly to them. And how else can they make extra music that'll appease the masses otherwise? So be sure to give their music a purchase, or even just a like. Just check out the socials. It really does mean a lot. And don't forget to follow us on our social medias as well. Hit that subscribe button, and whilst you're at it, hit the bell so you don't miss anything in the future. If you liked any of the acts, again, be sure to follow the link so you can find them in a playlist on our Spotify. There is a link that'll be just below. Take care, I'll see you all next time, and bye for now.
Life is a funny old thing. Can make you cry all night, can make you dance and sing. You're stronger than I'll ever be. The things you do for us, well, you inspire me. So lean on in, take your bow. We're all waiting to see what you do now. So lean on in. I sometimes lose myself. I don't know where I am or just how I got here. You shine a light on in. Take